In a recent judgment, the Kerala High Court has expressed concerns that the consumerist culture of use and throw has affected matrimonial relationships. The High Court has lamented about how younger generation is seeing the institution of marriage as evil and how live-in relationships are on the rise because the younger generation believes that marriage has to be avoided in order to enjoy a free life. Emphasizing further upon the younger generation's purported views on marriage, a bench comprising Justice A. Muhammad Mustaq and Justice Sophie Thomas has observed, and I quote here, "Nowadays, the younger generation think that marriage is an evil that could be avoided to enjoy free life without any liabilities or obligations. They would expand the word wife as wadi invited forever, substituting the old concept of wise investment forever. The consumer culture of use and throw seems to have influenced our matrimonial relationships also. Live-in relationships are on the rise just to say goodbye when they fell apart." Highlighting further about how the trend of breaking marriages on flimsy grounds is on the rise in Kerala and its adverse effect on the society as a whole, the bench remarked further, and I quote again from the judgment, "Kerala, known as God's own country, was once famous for its well-knit family bondage. But the present trend, it seems to break the nuptial tie on flimsy and selfish reasons or for extramarital relationships, even unmindful of their children. The wails and screams coming out of disturbed and destroyed families are liable to shake the conscience of the society as a whole. When warring couples, deserted children and desperate divorcees occupy the majority of our population, no doubt it will adversely affect the tranquility of our social life and our society will have a stunted growth." To provide a bit of context for all of you, the Kerala High Court was adjudicating upon a matrimonial appeal filed by a husband seeking divorce. The husband had filed for divorce before the concerned family court on the ground of matrimonial cruelty. The couple, who had married as per Christian rites and had 3 daughters, were living in Saudi Arabia. It was alleged by the husband in this case that the wife, during the course of their marriage, had developed some behavioral abnormalities and used to pick up fights with him by accusing him of engaging in illicit relationships with other women. Accordingly, it was contended that due to this abusive and violent behavior of his wife, he had become mentally stressed and physically ill. However, the counsels appearing for the wife, that is the respondent in this case, argued that the husband was merely concocting reasons to keep himself away and that she had neither displayed any cruelty nor had assaulted him in any manner. Dismissing the contentions of the appellant or the husband in this case, the High Court observed that the wife's behavior does not amount to matrimonial cruelty. It held that when a wife has reasonable grounds to doubt the chastity of her husband and she expresses her sorrow to him, then it cannot be labeled as a behavioral abnormality because it is a very natural human conduct. Relying upon the testimonies of various witnesses, including the mother of the appellant, the court held that it could not come to the aid of an erring person to legalize his activities, which are per se illegal. Significantly, the bench also underscored that in order for cruelty to amount to a ground of divorce, under Section 10, subsection 1, Clause 10 of the Divorce Act of 1869, the appellant would have to establish that since the solemnization of the marriage, the respondent has treated him with such cruelty so as to cause a reasonable apprehension in his mind that it would be harmful or injurious for him to live with the respondent. Mere quarrels, ordinary wear and tear of matrimonial relationships, or casual outburst of some emotional feelings cannot be treated as cruelties warranting a divorce, the court highlighted further. Thus, in light of the evidence on record, the court ruled that the facts of the case clearly show that the husband had developed an unholy alliance with another lady which caused disturbances in their family life, and hence no such matrimonial cruelty as alleged has been proved. Therefore, the court dismissed the appeal and refused to interfere with the family court order, which had ruled that the appellant was not entitled to a decree of divorce on the ground of matrimonial cruelty. Thank you. This is Aratrika Bhomik for LiveLaw. Please let us know what your views are on this ruling. Thank you.